Good morning, students. I hope you all are good. So today we are going to discuss chapter number 3, that is current electricity. In current electricity, today we will discuss system of resistors and effective resistance. Effective resistance or total resistance or equivalent resistance, these all are same. Okay, sometimes in the question paper find the total resistance of the system, sometimes find the equivalent resistance of the system or equivalent resistance of the system. These all three are same. Okay, so system of resistors. In case of system of resistors, there are two systems in which we connect resistors. Okay, first one is resistors in series and resistors in parallel. Okay, first one is resistor in series and resistors in parallel. So okay, this is the symbol of resistance. Okay, this is symbol of resistance. Resistance and resistor, there is slightly difference between resistance and resistor. So here we can say this is a resistor, this is the resistor having resistance, say this is 5 ohm. So there is a resistor, you have to say this is a resistor having resistance 5 ohm. Okay, resistor have two terminal. This is the first one, this is second one, this is, or this is the first one, this is second one. Okay, in resistor there is no any, we can't say this is positive terminal, this is negative terminal. In resistors there is no polarity. It means there is no any positive or there is no any negative. But in case of cell, there is positive terminal and negative terminal. The symbol of cell is, one is bigger one and second one is smaller one. This is one cell. Bigger one is positive and smaller one is negative. Okay. So in case of cell, this is symbol of cell. This is symbol of resistor. Resistor having resistance 5 ohm, or sometimes maybe this will be maybe 10 ohm. 10, this is symbol of ohm, and ohm is the SI unit of resistance. Okay. This is the symbol of cell. Can you tell me what is the symbol of this? Bigger one, smaller one. Again, bigger one, smaller one. This is a symbol of battery, because this combination of cell is called battery. There are two cells. Cell number 1, this is cell number 2. There are total 2 cells. So that's why this is battery. Okay. If there is one, then that is called cell, and if there is more than one, then you have to say this is cell. Then again, this is positive terminal, this is negative terminal, positive terminal, negative terminal. Okay. Okay, this is the resistor having resistance 10 ohm. Again, if we connect, there is one more resistor having resistance 5 ohm. This is possible. It means we can say there are two resistors. This is point A, this is point B. So there are two resistors between point A and B. having resistance 10 ohm and 5 ohm respectively. Okay, so this type of arrangement is called resistors connected in series. This is resistor connected in series. Okay, so if you want to define, okay, I will define resistor in series as well as resistor in connected in parallel. Just a second, I will give the example of resistors in parallel. There may be three. So we can say there are three resistors which are connected in series. If we connect one more resistor here, having resistance, say this is 15 ohm. Any value you can take. So this is point, say this is point A. So now you can say there are three resistors having resistance 15 ohm, 10 ohm and 5 ohm are connected between point A and B. Understood? And these all three resistors are connected in series, because okay, I will give the definition of series. And in series, I am telling one important thing. You have to remember this. See, there is current. In this, current I is flowing. Current, say 2 ampere current. Ampere is the unit of current. I is equal to 2 ampere. 2 ampere current is flowing through 15 ohm resistor, 10 ohm resistor and 5 ohm resistor. So in case of series, current will be same for every resistor which are connected in series. See, here 3 resistor. Say this is R1 having resistance 15 ohm. So this is R2 resistor having resistance 10 ohm. R3 resistor having resistance 5 ohm. So in case of series, if they all are connected in series, in that case current will flow same in every resistor. If this is direction of current, this arrow indicates current is flowing in this direction from point A to B. So in 15 ohm resistor, current is how much current is flowing? You can say 2 ampere. This current will also come here, and again you can say in 10 ohm resistor, how much current is flowing? 2 ampere. Again in 5 ohm resistor, current is how much current is flowing? 2 ampere current is flowing through 5 ohm resistor. So in case, this is a very, very important points. In series, if resistors are connected in series, in that case current will be same for every resistor. But in case of parallel, potential difference will be same or constant. Okay, potential difference means, you can, in general language we can say voltage, but technical word is potential difference. Okay, in case of series, what will be same? Current will be same. Current I will be same or constant for every resistor which are connected in series. Understood? PD means potential difference will be same. These 2 points are very, very important. Okay, this is the combination of resistors connected in series. Okay, if there are 2 resistors, say this is 5 ohm, This is R1. Say this is R1 is equal to 5 ohm having, there are two resistors. This type of combination is also possible. This is, say this is 10 ohm. R2 is equal to resistor R2 equal to 10 ohm having resistance. R2 is a resistor having resistance 10 ohm. R1 is a resistor having resistance 5 ohm. So if there are two terminals, 1, 2, 1, 2, if you connect in this way, if you connect with a wire, this is a wire, okay? So this is point A, this is point B. Or you can connect like this also. This is point B, this is point A. So wire you can fold as your wish. This and this arrangement both are same. It's look attractive, that's why I connected these two resistors in this way. This is point A, this is point B. Again this is a R1 having resistance 5 ohm. This is R2 having resistance 10 ohm. Both are same. Both are same. Okay, because this is the wire. This is the wire. Okay, so it looks attractive. That's why I prefer this. Okay, so this is the parallel combination. This is the parallel combination. Always remember, in case of parallel, suppose this is current I is equal to 4 ampere is coming. So this current I 4 ampere will be divided into two parts. One part will be in the resistor R1 is equal to 5 ohm, and second some amount of current will go in 10 ohm. So this is a in 5 ohm resistor current I1 is flowing, and this current, some part of the current will go in resistor 10 ohm. So this is, say this is I2. This I is equal to 4 ohm, 4 ampere will divide into two parts. We can't say this will divide into two equal parts. If there are two resistors which have same resistance, in that case I1 is equal to I2. But since there are different values of resistance, there are different value. This is 5 ohm, this is 10 ohm. So value is different. So therefore current will be different in both the branch. Okay. So this is, say this is R1, this is I1, this is I2. So in this case, again in this resistance current I1 is flowing, and in this resistance current I2 is flowing. Here I1 is flowing. Here again this will be I. It means ki I will be equal to, here I will be equal to I1 plus I2, I1 plus I2. So if you add I1 plus I2, you will get I. See, this is I1, this is I2. If you add, therefore here will be I, or I will be equal to how much? 4 ampere. I will be equal to how much? 4 ampere. Understood? It means I1 plus I2 is equal to how much? 4 ampere. Okay. So in case of parallel combination, what ends? This is the cell. This is the cell. Cell having potential difference V. Having potential difference V. So across this resistance, across R1, potential difference is V. And in case of R2, that is 10 ohm. Potential difference is again V. Okay. So in case of parallel resistor, if resistors connected in parallel, then in that case potential difference will be same. Say here may be 5 volt, 6 volt. So if I ask what is the potential difference between point A and B, the potential difference between A and B will be equal to how much? 6 volt. And if I say what is the potential difference across R1 or between R resistance R1, this is the R1, the potential difference between resistance R1 is equal to C. This is connected from 6 volt. So potential difference between across R1 is equal to 6 volt. And if I ask what is the potential difference between across R2 is equal to 10 ohm resistance, so again you have to see this is connected through 6 volt. So potential difference in case of 10 ohm is also 6 volt, and potential difference between potential difference across R1, this R1 having resistance 5 ohm is equal to again how much? 6 volt. So in case of parallel, potential difference will be same. Potential difference will be same. In case of series, resistor connected in series, current will be same in every resistance. These two are very, very important for the derivation. Okay, the derivation of what? Resistors connected in series and resistor connected in parallel. Understood? Now resistors in series. Okay, actually what we are going to discuss, we are going to derive formula how to calculate total values of resistance if they are connected in series. Okay, so say just a second. Say this is R1. This is visible or not visible? Yes, this is visible. R1. There are two terminals. Terminal number 1, terminal number 2, or terminal number 2 or terminal number 1. If resistors are connected back to back, it means what? If say this is terminal number 2 and this is terminal number 1. If the terminal of resistor, the second terminal of resistor R1 is connected to, if second terminal of the resistor is connected to, this is resistor R2. If second terminal of the resistor is connected to first terminal of the resistor R2, and second terminal of the resistor is connected to first terminal of the resistor 3. So this type of arrangement is called resistors connected in series. I have taken 3 resistors, R1, R2 and R3. See, this is the second terminal of the resistor R1 is connected to first terminal of the resistor. This is first terminal of the resistor R2, and the second terminal of the resistor R2 is connected to the first terminal of resistor R3. I have connected. Say this is point A. Okay, just a second. This is point A, and say this is point B. here a ammeter. What is ammeter? Ammeter is a device which is used to measure electric current in the circuit. Okay, this is the ammeter. Say this is the switch. If I make a dot here, it means this switch is on. Say this is K is the switch or key. Cell. Now this is, there are two cells. Now this is the battery. You can take 3 or 2, no problem at all. Say this is potential difference, total potential difference. Say V. In your textbook that is given E. No problem. That is not big questions. Why you have taken V or E. You can take E also. But generally potential difference is represented by V, capital letter V. Now we will give the polarity. V is the, students write here A. I will tell you the reason, because I will make a voltmeter here. So we will represent voltmeter as V. So you will be confused. If I take V here and again I will take V here, so you will be confused. So better you take E. Okay. Across R1, or you can take across R2. Here a voltmeter is connected. Here a voltmeter V is connected across resistance R1. You connect V2 here, but voltmeter 2, voltmeter 3, no problem at all. Okay, you can. What is voltmeter? Voltmeter is an instrument which is used to measure potential difference across the resistor. It is an instrument. It is an instrument which is used to measure potential difference across the resistors. If you connect this voltmeter here, then this voltmeter will measure the potential difference across R2. Potential difference means, in local language we can say voltage. How much voltage drop is here across R1. If you connect voltmeter here, then this voltmeter gives the reading of how much voltage is dropped or how much potential difference dropped across R2. That will be, you can read in the voltmeter, which will be connected here. Okay. Now give the polarity. This is, smaller one is negative and bigger one is positive. Understood? So this is the positive terminal. So the ammeter have two terminals. Terminal number 1 or 2 or 2 or 1. This is positive. So this will be, one side will be positive, then automatically other side will be negative. Okay. This is positive. You have to reference point, you have to take the cell or battery. This is positive terminal. Don't think this is negative. I will fill the ink in the marker. Okay, just a second. See, this is negative now. Okay, this is positive terminal. Again here will be positive because this voltmeter have two terminals, 1, 2. So see, this is positive, 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 positive. Automatically here will be negative. If you change the polarity, then this will be negative, negative, and positive, positive. Okay. Now tell me one thing. Okay. Ammeter is, this is connected in series. Ammeter, we always connect ammeter in series and voltmeter in parallel. Remember this. Voltmeter is connected in parallel here and ammeter is connected in series. Say total resistance between point A and B. This is the total resistance or equivalent resistance or effective resistance between point A and B. Say this is RS. Why S? Because IS for series, okay? Because there are three resistors which are connected in series between point A and B. So RS means total resistance connected in series, or effective resistance connected in series, or equivalent resistance connected in series. You can take 4 as well, no problem at all. Okay? Say current I is flowing in the circuit due to this potential difference, and since this is the complete circuit, there is no any breakdown in the circuit, so current will flow. So say total current, so I said total current I is flowing in the circuit. How much current? Current is flowing. So this current will come here, and same current will come here, and same current will come here, because I have already told you, in case of series, current remains same. So I am using that thing here. So again, in this resistor, how much current is flowing? I. In this resistor, how much current is flowing? I. In this resistor, how much current is flowing? Again, I. Okay. So from Ohm's law, V is equal to what? V is equal to IR. Yes or no? Yes. V is equal to IR. So let's say potential difference across R1 is equal to V1. Similarly, since R1, R2, R3 are different, therefore potential difference, potential drop across resistance R1 is equal to B can be assumed V1, and potential difference or potential drop across R2 be say V2, and similarly potential drop across R3 say V3. V1, V2, V3, these all will be different. Okay, because resistance are different. The value of resistance is different. This is R1, this is R2, this is R3. Okay. So this is V1, this is V2. Potential drop across R2 is V2. Potential drop across R3 is V3. If you add V1 plus V2 plus V3, that gives E. That gives total potential difference. I said total potential difference between point A and B. That is how much? E. That is how much? E. Okay. So you have to write in the language that is given in your textbook. I am not writing the language, whole language. I am trying to explain. So this is important. This derivation is important. I may ask, derive the expression for resistors connected in series. So you have to write in language. What you will write? Let R1, R2 and R3, there are three resistors having resistance R1, R2 and R3 which are connected in series between point A and B. There is a ammeter which is connected in the circuit which measures total current flowing in the circuit. K is the switch and E is the potential difference between point A and B. And V1 is the voltage drop across R1, and V2 is the voltage drop across R2, and V3 is the voltage drop across R3. There is also a voltmeter which is connected across the resistor R1, which measures potential difference or which measures potential drop across R1. There is total resistance RS of the system which are connected in series. These all you have to write in the language. Okay. So in this case, V is equal to how much? V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3, right? V is the total potential difference. Total potential difference is equal to E. So E is equal to V1 is V, since V is equal to what? V is equal to IR. V is equal to IR. So here I in R1 how much current is flowing? Here I how much current is flowing in R1? So we can say I is flowing, and R in place of R here is R1. So I R1 plus V2 is equal to, since V is equal to IR, so V2 is equal to I is equal to how much? In this case, I is equal to again current I is flowing in R2. So right here I R in place of R here is R2 plus V3. V is equal to IR. Again I in place of R here is R3, right? V is equal, E is what? E is equal to again IR. Why I have taken E? Because if I take V here, so you will be confused. Okay, so that's why I have taken E. So again E is equal to IR. So total how much current in the circuit? How much current is flowing in the circuit? Total current I is flowing. Total current how much I is flowing? Total current how much I R. So total current to R is equal to how much? RS. Total resistance. How much total resistance between point A and B? We have assumed here RS. So I in place of R right here RS. R and S is equal to, right, same I R1 plus I R2 plus I R3. I R S is equal to I, you can take common. So here will be R1, here will be R2, here will be R3. I cancel. Therefore RS is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. This is the formula. If there are three resistors connected in series, in that case RS is equal to, total resistance RS is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. If there are n resistors connected in series, if there are n resistors connected in series, this is for three resistors. If there are n resistors, in that case for n resistors connected in series, in that case RS is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 dot 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 Rn. This is important. This derivation is important. You have to write the language or as well. You can language page number 39 in your textbook. You can see resistors in series. Okay. So I will give you one example. I will erase. questions. Find the total resistance from given figure. There are two resistors having resistance say 5 ohm and 10 ohm between point A and B. Find the total resistance from given figure. This is a figure in which there are two resistors connected between point A and B. How many resistors are there? 2. 1, 2, right? So you have to find total resistance. Okay, so first of all you have to check this is connected in series or parallel. So of course this is connected in series, because if you take current here I, if you take current I here, so current will be same everywhere for 5 ohm as well as 10 ohm. So this is connected in series, and we know that RS is, if resistors are connected in series, in that case RS is equal to we write here, since RS is equal to R1 plus R2, I will write till 2 because there are two resistors. If there are 3 resistors, then since RS is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So in this case, say this is R1, this is R2. Then RS is equal to, R1 is equal to how much? 5 ohm from the figure. Unit you have to write at the last. And you can write here also, R2 is equal to 10. Therefore, RS is equal to 10 plus 5, 15 ohm. Therefore, total resistance is equal to how much? 15 ohm. Okay? Or therefore, effective resistance between A and B is equal to 15 ohm. Or therefore, effective resistance, equivalent resistance between A and B is equal to how much? 15 ohm. So, in case of these two resistors having values 5, having resistance 5 ohm and 10 ohm, you can connect a single resistance. Means what? This is 5 ohm, this is 10 ohm. 5 ohm, 10 ohm. So this is the equivalent, symbol of equivalent. Here is point A and here is point B. So in place of two resistors, suppose you have no 5 ohm resistor and 10 ohm resistor. So then what you will do? You will connect simply, connect 15 ohm resistor. This is point A, this is point B. So these two resistors is equivalent to 15 ohm, because if since here we calculated total resistance between A and B, then how much? That came 15 ohm. So in place of two resistors, you can connect a single resistor having resistance 15 ohm in the circuit. Both will work same. The function of these two resistors and 15 resistors will be same in the circuit. Okay. Some important points. You can see here that total resistance RS is equal to 15 ohm, that is greater than individual resistance, that is greater than highest resistance. In case of series, if you find total resistance, that will be greater than the value of highest resistance. Here highest resistance is 10 ohm and total resistance is equal to 15 ohm, that is greater than 10 ohm. But in case of parallel resistance, I will explain in the next lecture because it is taking too much time. Okay, so I will explain the next lecture, resistors connected in parallel. In that case, if you find total resistance in parallel, then you will find that total resistance, the value of total resistance or equivalent resistance will be smaller than the smallest resistance. Okay, smaller than the smallest resistance. Some important points are there. So I will explain you some. So in the paper, I may write 3 characteristics of resistors connected in series. Listen, I repeat, in the questions paper, I may ask, write 3 or 4 characteristics of resistors connected in series. So what you will write? So you have to write, I am explaining what you will write. If I say that page number 40, that is given in this box. This one here, that is given. First one is, the same current flows through each resistor. I have already explained, in series same current will flow in each resistor. Second point is given, the effective resistance of the resistors is equal to the sum of their individual resistance. Of course, effective resistance RS is equal to how much? Here is 15 ohm. Then how this 15 ohm is come? Sum of individual resistance. If you add, then you will get effective resistance. Third point, the potential difference between the two extremes of the arrangement. Two extremes of the arrangement means what? Two extremes. One is here and one is here. This is not extreme. This is in between A and B. Two extremes means one point is here and another point is here. The potential difference between the two extremes of the arrangement is equal to sum of the potential difference across individual resistance. I have already explained you. Say across this one individual, this R1 across this R1, potential difference is say V1. This R2 potential difference is V2. Then potential difference between extreme points, that is A and B. VAB is equal to, VAB means what? Potential difference between point A and B will be equal to V1 individual resistance, potential difference, potential drop or potential difference between is equal to V1 plus individual's resistance, potential difference across R2 is equal to V2. Now read the sentence. The potential difference between the two extremes of the arrangement is equal to the sum of the potential differences across individual resistance. Sum of them means V1 plus V2. V1 plus V2. Right? Fourth point. The effective resistance is larger than each of the individual resistance. I have already explained you. Effective resistance is the larger than the individual resistance. That is, this is greater than 5 ohm as well as 10 ohm. Last one. This arrangement is used to increase the resistance in the circuit. If you want to increase total resistance in the circuit, then how you will connect the resistor? You have to connect in the series. If you want to increase the total resistance in the circuit, then you have to connect in series. These 5 points are important. That questions may be come in the paper. Okay. One homework for you. Same question, find the total resistance from the given figure, question number 2. This is 5 ohm, 10 ohm, this is 15 ohm. Find total resistance. You have to find total resistance, okay? So thank you so much.